This is Boxing Talk 8576. I want to talk about the Lamont Peterson versus Errol Spence press conference. They had like a modest press conference. They didn't really, talk crazy to one another. They both showed respect. They friends and they sparred in the past. They said they sparred in 2011 when Earl was still an amateur. So wasn't no real fireworks. They both said they gonna be a boxing match in the beginning, and at the end they gonna start fighting because they both fighters at heart. So and they both are inside fighters. They really both have the same type of style. Both of their styles are similar. They both like to fight on the inside and go to the body. Lamont Peterson is a devastating body puncher too. People don't realize Lamont Peterson can go to that body very well as Earl does. Um, I don't want to break down the fight too much, but man, Lamont Peterson, I know people want to say, oh no, I don't think Lamont Peterson can beat Errol Spence. Lamont Peterson got a great chance to beat Errol Spence. Lamont Peterson, if the Lamont Peterson they come in, they want to push you back. Because sometimes Lamont Peterson come in and he box, and then sometimes he come in and he puts his head in your chest and he try to push you back and go to your body. Same thing Earl does. But I think for this fight, I think Lamont Peterson is gonna come out and pushing Errol Spence back. I don't think he's gonna try to box Errol Spence because he's not gonna win a title like that. He's not gonna win the title trying to box from the outside like he did it against Danny Garcia. I think he learned his lesson fighting Danny Garcia because in that fight he did some good work from the outside, but he didn't do enough from the outside. And then the last 3 rounds is when he put his head in Danny Garcia's chest and started pushing Danny Garcia back, landing big punches and big punches to the body, and he was dominating the fight then, but he started too late. I think he's going to come out from the start, and I think he's going to push Earl back. That has to be the game plan. Because I don't think Earl. Well, I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't think Earl Spence can't fight going backwards. Because when he fought Kell Brook, see, I took two things from that fight when he fought Kell Brook. Yes, he did stop Kell Brook. Like I said, I give him all respect in the world. But when you see fighters, you have to project down the road too. You have to see what they can't do, and you got to project down the road of what they I'm not gonna say flaws in the ring or what they can't do well in the ring, because I really don't believe fighters have big flaws. It's just some things they can't do well as others. And what he doesn't do well is he doesn't fight well going backwards. When he fought Kell Brook, when Kell Brook was pushing him back, he did not look comfortable at all. Like at all, he did not look comfortable, and he did not look comfortable on the ropes either. So I think the game plan for Lamont Peterson is I think they're gonna push him back, and I think Lamont Peterson is gonna come out fighting how he fought Danny Garcia in them last 3 rounds in the beginning. And to me, that's gonna make a great fight. That may be the fight of the year because Earl Spence don't like to take a step back. He likes to come forward himself, and he can break Lamont Peterson down as well as Lamont Peterson can break him down. So it's going to be a very interesting fight. And yes, Lamont Peterson is a very live underdog versus Earl Spence because even though if Earl Spence did beat Kell Brook, that's the only really good live fighter that he fought. He beat one of them. You know what I'm saying? He won that fight. So, but Earl Spence he still has, to me, some things to prove as far as consistency. Let's see if he can consistently beat good fighters. And to me, Lamont Peterson is a good fighter. Lamont Peterson is better than Algieri and better than Bundu. So, you know what I'm saying? We can take that off the table right now. This is his second, live fighter. Kell Brook was very, very live. Lamont Peterson is a live fighter too. But yeah, you got to get an edge. You got to get an edge to Earl Spence, but Lamont Peterson can win the fight as well. One thing about Lamont Peterson that is kind of out there is when he steps up, he really can't. He really hasn't gotten over the hump. And you know what I'm saying, he fought. I believe he did fight Tim Bradley. He fought Tim Bradley. He fought Danny Garcia. He got knocked out by Lucas Matisse in 2 rounds, and now he finna fight Earl. So yes, Lamont Peterson, yeah, he fought Amir Khan, but Amir Khan got all those points taken away from him, which was ridiculous by the referee. But anyway, he did get that win, but I think that win got reversed. But but you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an action-packed fight, January 20th, I believe. So let me know who you got winning. This is Boxing Talk 8576. I'm out.